Hello, welcome to my channel once again. Today I just want us to talk about what we spoke about the last time. We spoke about issues that are hindering the development of Africa, and we spoke about African leaders who are leading us yet are not actually representing the African. Now today the other issue I want to talk about is that we have had religion. The white people brought us religion. And this religion actually has come in, and then there are a lot of issues that has to do with it. Now we have Christianity, we have Islam. They are all religions that were brought to Africa. The first thing I want to talk about is one of the issues is just that sometimes religion sometimes has so much rules. And some of these rules actually deny some people the opportunity of becoming who they actually would have become. For instance, if not now, we were having situations where women, girls, were denied access to education. Even in some parts, it's still working. We're denying access to education. And we know in this 21st century, education is key to the development of every nation. Who knows, those women would have been the people who will bring industrial innovation to Africa. Who knows? Those women would have been the doctors, the nurses, the lawyers, the teachers that Africa had needed to stand on its feet. And sometimes so much rules. But, well, things are beginning to change. In some instances, some women are now allowed to be in school. And most women are in school in this part of our country now. But one of the problems I have observed is that religion has so much rules. And the rules actually limit the potential of some of the people. So these rules, in a way, when it limits the potential of the person, it will deny Africa and the country as a whole what the person would have done for the country. Now, talking about that, again, some of these activities of these our so-called religious leaders, especially, we have some people who have given themselves some niche, and I wonder why these politicians are not out to fish them out. They are always on our national television. The so-called pastors and imams. We've seen pastors shouting on television, calling themselves names, some even call themselves angels and what have you. Scamming the people each day and night. To understand, some of them even feel that they can pray to cure diseases caused by viruses, for instance, HIV/AIDS. What kind of nonsense is that? Now, the very African economy that has frustrated the youth of unemployment, these so-called pastors and imams are also scamming the youth. Now, that is a trend taking off. They are making the youth of Africa believe that there's always a cheap way to success. And that is very unfortunate. You even see those who call imams, some of them will sit there and say, bring 1,000 Ghana cedi, I will give you 2,000 Ghana cedi. Wow. And this is on our national television. If he was having that 2,000, why would he need your 1,000 Ghana cedis? Yet our leaders are keeping quiet. People will go to the church or amass there, you will contribute, You see those pastors driving the latest car, living big, taking their wife and children out there, and they are wallowing in abject poverty. 3 square meals for some of them is hard to come by, yet they have the gas to go there and give the money to the so-called pastor, who will drive in the latest Lexus, drive in the latest big car, build big mansions, living good life. Meanwhile, you cannot even feed your children, your wife, and your family 3 square meals. What crazy thing is happening like that? Productive hours. They have made the youth to feel like you can come and sit for me, I will pray for you, and you go out and you become a billionaire. What kind of laziness are our leaders folding our arms, watching them instill that kind of laziness in the youth of Africa? Already the youth are frustrated with the kind of leadership style our African leaders have adopted. Unemployment everywhere. Yet you have allowed these people to scam them again. It's a big problem. They are making the African child feels like I can be big by not doing anything, by miracle. Forget that. God help those who help themselves. It's very bad. And this is on our national television, day in, day out. You see people telling them, bring this. Even if you want to go to abroad and you cannot go to abroad, come, I will help you travel to abroad. When have your place turned to an embassy? Yet our leaders are watching there. The people who go there and they will take those small monies. Some of them, they will do that, and then at the end, when the people are after them, they always have a trap. Some of them, they will even have a way of taking off their lives just to make sure that they are not at their back, chasing them for what they couldn't do for them. If not craziness, a pastor would raise his shoe and said, your passport in my shoe. What is that? And remove the passport from your shoe. I conjure your passport into my shoe. We have seen all sort of crazy stuff. People will be lying down, pastor was stepping on them in the name of deliverance. Even Jesus Christ, who brought Christianity, didn't do what you are doing. Are you now trying to tell us you are more than him? Because you said he brought Christianity. He has never stepped on people. I mean, come on. This brainwash has to stop, because this is hindering the development of Africa. See somebody calling himself a Malam, sitting in a room. Meanwhile, when you get closer to some of these people, trust me, they cannot even recite they cannot even recite the Quran properly. Yet they sit there, steal people. I mean, and the problem is that, you see, the problem is very simple. Our leaders are afraid to attack some of these people because I told you earlier on that when an African leader attains power, he thinks of nothing but the next election. So he doesn't want to do, and those people are able to convince a lot of people. You see their churches full. You see their houses, so many people. Now the African politician doesn't want to stand up to these people. And now because he needs the votes of those people, because they know that democracy is all about number. So I have to just be doing as if I'm fighting it, because if I come out wholeheartedly to fight for the rights of these people, then I will lose my votes. They will not vote for me. I just want them to understand that this thing will not continue for long. This has to stop, because this is hindering development of Africa. Let the African child understand that our forefathers, our great-grandfathers, go and look at what? Egypt, the Asian pharaonic Egypt. What haven't they done? They became the beacon of our civilization. These people were hardworking. Fayum became the bread basket of what? Egypt. And those of you who have read the Bible about Joseph and whose story, that is Egypt, pharaonic Egypt. our Asian great-grandfathers did well, and even civilization. I told you the last time in one of my videos, I talked about the contribution of pharaonic Egypt to the civilization of the world, where I talk about what Egypt introduced irrigation farming. They brought metallurgy. I mean, you can name it. So we are saying that, look, and to an extent that they said civilization of the world started in Africa, that is in Egypt. These people were not, they didn't pack themselves in churches and then or in people's houses, waiting for deliverance, for miracles to come. Those people we are boasting of today worked hard to attain it. What has changed? Because they had honest leadership. I have not seen an African traditional leader who is ready to do this. And mind me, if these things they were doing, even though I have known some people who also call themselves traditional people, they sit on telly and also ask you to bring all this. They are getting the inspiration. That is not true. They are also part of the problem. Bring this, I will give you this. Bring this, I will give you this. When they deceive you and finish, they will now want to give you problem. Now, my issue is, and even this is even at a point affecting our African traditional leaders who have at a point refused to come out to speak for their people when they know that political leaders are doing the wrong thing. We are in this country where a curriculum of a school basic schools have been changed for over 3 years now. Not even a single textbook have been provided. Nobody, the so-called pastors, the so-called imam, nobody have come out to condemn it. And our traditional leaders, none of them have come out to condemn it. We are here when over $20 million is being used to build a national cathedral. For who? Nobody is ready to talk about it. We are not talking politics. We are talking about how our African leaders are molded. Now, our religious leaders, and even at a point, our traditional leaders, all are one. They have come and they are with the politician, and they are what? They don't want to condemn the politician because they have sorted them out in one way or the other. Now, we, the youth of Africa, have been left alone to fend for ourselves. This is not the Africa our forefathers left for us. Unemployment every day, social vices every day. Why? So we are saying that if you observe critically, in a nutshell, all what I want to say is that religion, in a way, the way and manner our religious leaders have started making things, is making our African brothers and sisters lazy. And laziness brings nothing than poverty. And it won't bring us any development. And this is a serious thing because it's in a way brainwashing them. We have seen the young ones growing up. They think that there is an easy way to make money. There's an easy way to be rich. None of them wants to be rich. They follow people here and there. That's why some of them will tell you, go and bring this human part, I'll give you money. Nonsense. So all these things are issues that our African political leaders should have addressed, but they can't address it. Because they are with these people. They need numbers to win elections. And those people are commanding numbers. So they will keep quiet and allow us to wallow in abject poverty for Africa to remain like that. There will be no development if there's no honesty, sincerity, and then what? Commitment. So today, honesty, sincerity, and commitment have been thrown to the dogs. We don't have it here. That is why, and I wonder what role does religion play now? Because we thought religion would have been teaching us to be honest, sincere, and committed. What is its role now? People are interested in getting scholarship to be building several mosques for the people. People are interested to get scholarship to be going around. They are distributing food. They are building churches just to make money. So it is high time the religious leaders and even our traditional leaders. I will one day be talking about these traditional leaders we have today, the traditional leaders we have today. It's unfortunate, but Africa will always remain Africa, not imitated what Europeans. Our people used to say that if you think you are living in Europe, you are living where? Always remember, no matter how high the bird flies, it will always be buried on the ground. You will return one day. Long live Africa. Long live the black people. Long live Ghana. Thank you for watching this video.